Charlie Cerrato here. Played for the USA Under-17 development team, University of Michigan commit, 2023 NHL draft prospect, and I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Hey, it's Juan Copeland here with the Niagara Ice Dogs. I'm a 2023 NHL draft prospect, and I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap? Great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The #1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike are taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down.
Vancouver's Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Nice to meet you guys. I had to throw on the Michigan jersey.
Oh yeah. Love it.
Yeah, it's got Quinn Hughes autograph.
Oh, go blue.
Yeah, had to, of course, being the Vancouver guy, I had to throw it on for you.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay, Mike, let's rock and roll.
Yep. So Juan, born in Michigan. Tell us a little bit about your hockey story and starting off playing minor to where you are now in the OHL.
Yeah, no, it started young for sure. Probably 3-4 years old. Dad played hockey, so kind of wanted me to play. He was a defenseman, so I played defenseman probably till I was like 7-8 maybe, 7-8. And then I switched to forward, and then I went to Honey Baked, played there for 4 years, and then obviously last year we had an exceptional team with Chuck and Charlie, Schultz, like all those guys. So we had a lot of opportunities and guys go special places. So
okay, and Charlie, same for you. Born in Maryland. Tell us a little about your hockey story and playing minor and now at the U.S. national program.
Yeah, I guess you could say, a little bit different than Copes. I was born in Virginia and moved up to Maryland. Started when I was probably about 3 or 4, same as him. Moving from team to team because, hockey's not as big down there. You don't have 8 teams up in Michigan like you do down in Maryland. It's not like that. So I had to travel up to Philly a lot, played on that team for 5-6 years. We had a great team. Then I decided to move to Honey Baked, and obviously, like Cope said, we had a great squad. Unbelievable year with some unbelievable people. And, you know, like you said, it opened a lot of doors for a lot of kids, and we had a lot of people go great places that year.
And any nicknames for either of you guys? And what's your favorite jersey number and why?
So this year I got the name Pablo.
Okay.
Because when I first came into my rookie camp, I didn't shave, so I had a little Austin Matthews stash, so I had that going. But for a while, it was always Copes or Copey. Like that was the go-to. Like Copes here, Copes. Like it was always Copes. So.
And your favorite jersey number?
I wore 77 for a while until I came to Honey Baked. So I'd probably have to go 77. My dad wore it, so I like it. It's my good number. Good number.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. I mean, growing up, everyone's called me Chuck. You know, it's either Chuck or Charbs, one of the two. All the boys always, you know, it's really never been Charlie for me. It's always Chuck or Charbs. There's some great nicknames for me, you know, coming from last year, but favorite it's probably got to be 16. I mean, I've worn it all my life. You know, obviously this year, you know, with the number selection we were given, I couldn't wear it. So, but see, I've always worn 16 throughout my whole life. So that's probably it.
Okay. And did you guys play any other sports growing up?
I was a football player when I was younger. There wasn't nothing serious. It was just like flag football, but I definitely was like more into hockey. Like I wanted to be at hockey. I wanted to do hockey. Like I just wanted to play. Like I was never really into serious football. Like I wasn't competitive or anything. It was just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely. I was always a big football kid. It was football and hockey growing up. I mean, obviously my dad, coming from a football background, we started probably at the earliest age possible for both football and hockey. So I actually stopped last year when I moved up to Detroit. I had to stop, but I always loved football, but hockey was my passion.
Okay.
And who would you guys say you mirror your game after or try and play like?
Oh, geez. It's funny you asked that because I get asked this. Our coaches ask us all this, like all interviews and everything. I'd have to go Willie Nylander. He's a smooth skater. He's a playmaker. Like he can score when you give him the opportunity, but when he has the puck, you never know where it's going to or how it's going to get to him. Sometimes you look at him, you're like, wow, he made that pass. And so definitely like a playmaking, like a Willie Nylander style game for sure.
A good choice there. I'm not a huge Leafs fan, but he's definitely a stud there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, we're Vancouver, of course. You gotta be cheering for the Canucks out here.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, we actually just had to fill out a paper. I got to finish it later tonight, but our coach just asked us 3 players that we model our game after, or think we play like, and you know, I always say like Mark Stone or like a guy like Nazem Kadri or Brendan Gallagher. You know, all guys who are, you know, gritty 200-foot players, but also can put, you know, points up on the board, stuff like that. Great, like all 3 zones, unreal defensively, neutral zone, and offensively. I feel like are all, you know, good comparisons. Or I feel like I try to model my game after.
And COD.
Yeah, I like those answers you said. I read some comparisons for you that with Matt Barzell as well.
Oh, I mean, you know, that's never a bad one too. But yeah, I feel like all those are good comparisons or guys I try to model my game after.
Well, that's pretty awesome because Barzell's from like a block or 2 away from us here in town. He was born out here and grew up out here. But and then the other one you said that Kadri's on fire this year. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Was he got like 19 points in 9 games or something?
Yeah. I saw that stat today, I think.
Yeah, that's unreal. I mean, he's probably the hottest player in the league right now.
Okay. And what's one aspect of your game you guys are both working on trying to improve?
Personally, me, I'm a big like working on my defensive zone. Like I always grew up like I can play offensive zone. Like that's known. Like every good player that plays this style of hockey is good at the offensive zone in some type of way. Like, but definitely defensive zone is what leads to offense. So I've been working on my defensive game a lot more and shooting a lot quicker because you don't have as much time or space anymore. So you got to get it off quick. Like you don't have the time to stick handle through 3 guys and shoot. You got to get around 1 guy and shoot it. So definitely like shooting quicker and my defensive zone.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say, defensive zone is always a good one growing up on, especially last year, having an exceptional team like that. You're really never in the defensive zone. But going through the adversities from this year, being hurt all year, and I definitely have to say probably my mental game, being mentally prepared to play every night and mentally getting through. I mean, obviously the adversities that have come my way, I feel like has definitely been my biggest improvement I've had to learn this year.
Okay. And for the people that don't know, do you mind discussing what happened?
Yeah, I actually broke my collarbone.
Okay.
We had a scrimmage against the 18s team and actually the September 11th, and I broke my collarbone. I had to get surgery, and I actually just got cleared today, so I'm back next week. So it's been 11 weeks.
Right on. Time to light it up. We got you on right before you get started. I like it.
Oh, I'm pumped about this one, but it should be a fun week for sure.
Awesome.
And if you
go ahead, Ryan.
If you're having a dream dinner party and you could invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, who would you want to bring?
Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go Wayne Gretzky for sure.
Yeah.
And probably Michael Jordan.
I like him.
Yeah.
I would definitely you gotta go MJ, the greatest of all time. I'd have to go Kevin Hart. He would not. I mean, there would not be a question at the table. And third one, I'd have to go Ovechkin. I mean, greatest goal scorer of all time, my favorite player of all time, the guy I've modeled my game. Well, not modeled, but I grew up watching. So I definitely have to say those 3.
Just not the Stanley Cup night.
Oh yeah, for the parade.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Stanley Cup week.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, right. It was. And my 3 examples, I always go with Tupac, Seth Rogen as my comedian, and then Shakira as my eye candy.
Tupac's a good one.
I always roll with Wayne Gretzky, Muhammad Ali, and Carrie Underwood because I know I can beat the shit out of Mike Fisher, so it's no big deal.
Thank you. You've been using that excuse a couple times now. You're gonna end up calling him out here. We're gonna have to interview Mike Fisher, and you're gonna have to call him out.
I guess so. Beer league game. And this one's for Copes. Drafted 22nd overall in 2021 to the Niagara Ice Dogs. Bring us back to draft day.
Yeah, so it's funny because there's a lot of options you can go being an American kid. Like it's not very common for a Canadian kid to come over and play in the United States League. It's a very common thing for US to go Ontario, USH. Like there's many routes you can go, and so I had my heart set on where I wanted to go. Like I had where I wanted to be drafted, everything, and so I had a big draft party, like hundreds of family members, like a bunch. Like we had food trucks, everything. Like
that's awesome.
And we had it. It was funny because it was on YouTube. So I put my Xbox outside and I connected it to the TV, and so we were watching the draft on it. And so when my name got called, everybody started jumping, hopping around, and everything. And like I had to go step in the other room because I was on a call, so I didn't really get to talk to many people right after. I had a call, I had some interviews or whatever, because like being the first pick's like really important, everything, like to the community, to people around. So you gotta like interact, you gotta like let them know like you're excited to be there, obviously. Like, and so it took me a while, and then I don't think I realized it was real until like 2 days later, probably. Like it was almost like a fantasy land. Like I got calls, I kept getting calls, interviews, Zoom meetings, everything, like with just the league and other players, like stuff like that. Like second overall, Callum Ritchie, like him and I are pretty good buddies. We had meetings with him and stuff. So it was just a surreal moment for sure.
That's sweet. And yeah, you're right. When you're definitely an American kid, you got so many options. It's kind of like the same thing with university. I mean, with Chuck picking Michigan, we love to ask this question because, why'd you choose Michigan out of curiosity? And that's the one question I like to ask this as well, because why did you end up choosing to go to the OHL?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would. I mean, obviously, like Hope said, you got a ton of options coming in as an American player, growing up, especially in Detroit, you're 30 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it is, from the border. And, you got scouts coming in from USHL, OHL. You got them both. So, you kind of have people in your ear telling you what's best. And honestly, it's really up to you. When you go, especially when you have a great year, and like last year for our team and all the boys, doors open and kind of choose what's best for you. Honestly, like Michigan, like touring all the schools, visiting all the schools. They're amazing. You can't go wrong with a Big Ten school or any school up north like that. But Michigan,
it's definitely me and Ryan's favorite school. So
definitely.
Yeah. It speaks for itself. When you take a tour of that place and you meet all the players and you go on your visit, it really is just amazing. And all the coaching staff, the players, the environment they have, it's all about winning, and it's just a great place to be and to develop and to have fun and win games, win national championships.
It looks fun going to those college football games too. I seen that.
Oh my! I'm trying to get tickets to the game Saturday. Play Ohio State.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sweet.
That's the one that Harbaugh predicted that he was going to win or something.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a win you're in, lose, bowl game for you. But it's a big moment for him. It's a big moment.
Yeah. And if you guys were an animal, what would you be?
Probably a cheetah.
I like it.
Quick, fierce, kill.
Us women wear a lot of cheetah print.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's. I like the cheetah. I'd probably be like an eagle, like a bird. See everything. You got the vision of everything. You can see what's going on, and and you're not really worried about too many people coming up and attacking you. No matter where you are on the food chain, you're kind of the top. It really doesn't go up from there. I feel like being an eagle would be pretty sick.
Yeah, and I always go with the dolphin because I look like a dolphin. I got no hair and a nose.
Look at that beak. It's just like a dolphin. Copeland, bring you back to your first OHL goal, and do you still got the puck?
Yeah. So first game, first goal, which was nuts. I was like, wow. For sure, it was not a fluke. It was a pretty nice one. But it was all game. I was like, what is going on? Like, the speeds are so much different because preseason's not the same. Like, it's all their other guys are at NHL camps, or they're drafted, so they're at NHL camps too, or they're invited and everything. So, or they just don't play their top guys. Like, it's not worth getting them injured in preseason. I got through the first period. I'm like, what am I doing out here? Like, I'm not there's not I'm doing nothing right. Like, I'm just like, I'm not going to the net. Like, I need to get to the net. So my second shift of the second period, I go to the net, and it happens to puck pops out, and I bring it to my backhand and roof it over. And I was pretty pumped. Like, if you watch the video from it, I was really pumped up. And so the puck went to my parents. So that's
sweet.
For sure.
We'll have to check out that Selly later, and leads to my next question. What's your guys' go-to Sellies?
Oh, I feel like it's got to depend. If you're away, it depends. First of all, it depends on the crowd. If the crowd's going and you're away, you always got to go with the silencer or the jersey pop, one of the two. If not, I feel like, like Copes would know. I feel like if you're home, the crowd's going, you got to hit with the violin or something like that. Or maybe,
I love it.
It really depends on the crowd if you're home or away. You got to know what to do at the right time, or else you're going to look like an idiot.
I like your style. Mine's on Beerly. I go John Cena. You can't see me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm a big bow and arrow guy. I like the bow and arrow. Or like I did after the shootout win that we had, I went past their bench and did the violin. Like, the crowd was all fired up and everything. Like, they're talking all game, they're chirping you and everything. So I went by and gave them the violin and everything. So it's always a thing that'll pump your team up, and it's like, it puts their team down. They're like, oh, we have to score. And, so Tucker Tynan in net, he saved it and everything. So it made it a better experience and everything. So for sure, I'm probably violin or bow and arrow for sure.
Okay. And what would you guys say your biggest hockey accomplishment so far in your career would be?
I feel like you got to go with the national championship. Growing up, that's the big goal in midget and bantam hockey always. And obviously we didn't get an opportunity that first year, and wanting to go on and play juniors and me and Copes got the opportunity to. It was kind of your last go, and it was definitely winning a national championship with a team you fought with all year.
Okay. And, sorry, go ahead.
Even though I couldn't play or anything, I was out sick. That was for sure a special thing because we worked for it the whole year. Like we lost tournaments we shouldn't have lost. We lost games we shouldn't have lost. We tied games. We fought for each other all year. Definitely, at the end of the day, winning a national championship and getting in the ring later in summer was something special. Like it showed that how every guy cared and wanted to be there and fought for each other. I mean, there was games where there's bench brawls for each other. There's games where it was 10-1 for us, like we're winning, and then there's games where it's 1-0 game to them, and we have to do everything we can to win. And we might not pull it through, but at the end of the day, we were always there for each other. We were always right behind each other. So
it's huge winning a national championship.
There's no better feeling. Let me tell you, it's like it is when you get to throw the gloves up and it's finally like, you did it. Like that national championship game, we were up big, and it was like the slowest, game of my life after that. Like it could not go any slower, and it was just amazing after you finally, you did it.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because through the phone, it felt like forever. Like longest game I've ever watched. Like you guys were just pumping them. Like they had no chance ever, and it was just like it felt so slow. Like it was.
Oh God!
Through the phone, like you had the phone on the bench.
No, I didn't play in nationals. I was out sick, so
yeah. But they had the phone on the bench.
So so they had like a thing. It's like hockey TV or something. So obviously, I was back, so they were streaming it, and so I was watching on my phone. I think I watched every game. I think there was one game that I missed, maybe the third period of, but we ended up winning it. So that was really it.
Yeah, you should have faced Bulls. He would have stuck the phone up for you in the national champ.
Do you have a favorite sports movie?
Oh, gee.
I don't. Would you consider? I feel like Miracle's like that's like the go-to. But my favorite movie of all time. Like I love the Rocky movies. I don't know if you consider that like true sports.
Yeah. No.
I gotta say Creed 1 and Creed 2. Like they're probably my two favorite movies of all time.
Okay. Nice.
I like Slapshot and Miracle for sure. The two hockey movies for sure. So
yeah, or maybe you got to go with like Remember the Titans or The Blind Side or something like a
Yeah.
I don't know. There's many.
I always go with Rudy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really.
Do you guys have any pregame rituals or routines?
Personally, I get to the arena 3 hours early before game. Typically, it's hour and a half, 2 hours. I get there. I'm first guy there. 4 o'clock at a 7 o'clock game. I get there at 4 o'clock. We have a little kitchen in our locker room and everything. So I make oatmeal. It's weird, but I make oatmeal.
Okay.
So I get my oatmeal, and on the foam rollers, I'll stack them up against the wall, and I'll lay there like it's a pillow, and I'll eat my oatmeal till it's gone, till someone shows up. So I'll just eat like 2 or 3 packs of oatmeal till someone shows up. It's really weird, but it works.
Okay. I've never heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't see you doing that. I didn't walk in the locker room last year. You eating oatmeal on a foam roller, but
no, it was more like Sour Patch Kids in my.
yeah, the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was always. I don't know if I have any pregame ritual. It's, you got to have the music. Obviously, it's got to be loud. It's got to be good tunes. You got to have a good guy on aux. But other than that, I really don't. It's not like I retape my stick after any game. I kind of just keep my tape chop. I just kind of, maybe. I haven't played in so long. It feels weird talking about it, but I don't know. I really don't have any. It's kind of weird, but I just kind of get mentally focused, get ready to go, and then once game time hits, you gotta get going.
Wait till you come back out of after being off for a while. You get out there, you'll be pumped. You'll be skating around. You'll remember my celebration, so you got a new one to use.
Yeah.
And I'll steal one of Mike's questions here. What color is your stick tape?
Oh, mine's white. It's always been. I feel like white tape. You can't tape the toe. For me, I can't tape the toe because I got to feel like white tape. You know where the puck is at all times.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I change it. It depends if I feel I'm playing bad, I'll switch to the other color. I'll change my tape job. So I don't use a specific color, but I do always use the wide goalie tape. I won't use the thin tape. I refuse.
Okay.
What's your guys' favorite rink you've ever played in, or what's a dream rink you want to play in?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with this year playing at Kitchener. That was a good one. It was pretty loud. It was preseason, but it was loud. There was a lot of people there, so probably Kitchener for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'd have to. I mean, it's tough answering these questions when I haven't traveled with the team really, but maybe watching. I don't know if USHL games get quite as rowdy as the OHL does, but I feel like if USA is like packed, there's really nothing better. I mean, the fans are great. I don't really know the great spots on the road yet, but I'll definitely have an answer for you maybe in the next couple of months here. But I mean, future bond play, I wouldn't know. I feel like, I guess if I could pick one NHL, it's got to be Vegas. Like that would be the best place to play.
Oh yeah, and wait till you see. You'll have a great time at Michigan. It looks like a hell of a place to go watch hockey games too. That fan section is wild.
Oh yeah, Yost it's the best rink in college hockey for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely, hands down. Have either of you guys? I know you guys are both super offensive and super skilled. Have either of you guys tried the Michigan?
I haven't tried it in a regular season game, but I did try it in a preseason, but I lost it. It came right off my stick. So I haven't tried it in a regular season, but one of the preseason games, I came behind the net, I got it up, but I didn't get it to stick. So
yeah, I tried it a couple of times last. I've pulled it off. Like you can ask Trey Boy. I pulled it off on Trey in practice a couple weeks ago, but I tried it a couple of times last year. Honestly, unless you catch it at the right time, or it's really, I feel like you can use it as like a distraction almost, or like deception, and make a different play. I feel like I've tried it a few times last year, but I never really got close, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Yeah, so I'm out there trying to do it at beer league, and I'm like you said, I can get it where I scoop it like halfway around sometimes, and but also what you're saying is it also brings another chance. Like sometimes I'm faking that I'm about to do the lacrosse thing, and they move, and then you throw the pass in front, right?
It's a funny thing you asked that, because that was the biggest thing that was going around last year. So every kid wanted to try it. Not one kid pulled it off in a game, but it was hilarious when you'd go behind the net and they'd pull it. They try to do it at the craziest times. There'd be two guys on them, and they'd try and lift it up on their stick. It's hilarious.
Yeah. We just had a kid from the WHL out here, Andrew Crystal. He just pulled it off in the dub, and it was pretty sick.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, it's always sick when someone can pull off that move. Like it doesn't get any better.
Oh yeah, it's awesome watching. There's guys doing it now coming in like if you're on a 2-on-1. Like I did it again. I did that in old timers hockey, so it's pretty good because I'm like 40 and they're all like 60, so I'm rocking it out there. but so I'm coming in. I scooped it and I tried to shoot it like a lacrosse on a 2-on-1.
Half of them show up with their canes, and this guy's still playing against them.
Oh yeah, as long as you're on the ice, I'm going hard.
Yeah,
keep your head up, old man.
If a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table, or describe your game?
Coach, you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. Probably playmaking forward. Like if you're open, I'll get it to you. If it's in a tricky spot, like you don't have to worry about. Like if I get it through, it's 90% of the time. If I'm gonna try it, it's gonna go through. I feel like I'm a playmaking guy, and if you need me to score, if you need me in the right spot, like on a power play, or even if the goalie's pulled, like I'll be there. Like I'll go to the net. I'll do whatever to win. And I feel like pretty much just a playmaker, good locker room guy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a good 200-foot guy. I can play both center or wing. I played both last year, and they got me on the wing this year right now. But obviously it switches up all the time, so I can play both. I bring a very intense, high energy game. I'm physical. I'm always in on all three zones, and I feel like I'm a good 200-foot player that can also be very offensive and be playmaking a lot too. So
good attributes to have, boys.
And if there was a rookie initiation or some kind and you had to sing a karaoke song, what song do you sing?
Shine bright like a diamond for sure.
Okay.
You had that already ready to go. Did you already do that this year or what?
We had it, but we didn't get to pick the song. So mine was the Barbie girl song. So
okay.
We were on the bus to where was it? Maybe it was like a team function. I think it was like go-karting or something because we do like team bonding and stuff. I think, and I'm a Barbie girl. We had to sing that. I had to sing that on.
That's awesome.
By Aqua.
Yeah, I don't, at the program, there's not too much rookie initiation because, there's two teams and there's 18s and 17s. And you're really a second year guy, 18s. I don't know which song I would pick, to be honest with you. I guess whatever's thrown on, you got to sing, but there's not too much initiation at the program. The older guys mess with you and it depends on the year. Like the old fours, I will say are really great to us. And so honestly, it really has not been bad at all this year with any of the initiations.
What about like if it was like a karaoke contest and you just had to sing a song? Let's say there was prize money.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fair.
If you ever need one, if it ever comes up, choose the song Tequila. It's only got one word.
Oh, I saw that video the other day. I think that's a great one.
Now, there's a video about it.
I don't know. Whatever's put on, I'll do it. Like I don't think I can just pick one. I think there's many good songs that are good for karaoke. So.
And who's the DJ in Niagara and who's the DJ in the U.S. national program?
The DJ in Niagara is it was AJ Cook before he got traded or whatever, but it's now Cam Peters or Isaac Enright for sure.
Okay.
So they probably play the best music in the team. They're probably the most diverse. Like they don't care with whatever. So there's always arguments like, oh, you should play this or you should play that, and they're like, no, the playlist and they'll be both on it. So they're definitely the aux guy for us. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we definitely have a few guys. I'd say Slags is probably the biggest guy on our team. He runs aux most of the time, but I feel like most of our team, to be honest, I'm not a big country guy, and most of our team, they're huge country guys. So, you got Sash. Sashin's always going up there. Cleveland's always going up there. They're changing it to country, which, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, they'll be playing country during workouts, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, come on. And probably like Flags or Sosh and, running aux most of the time. So usually it's good, but I personally, country's way overplayed.
Sashin's an absolute beauty. We had him on here too.
Yeah, he's a beauty. I love that kid.
Yeah. And I get what you're saying. The country music's not really a workout.
I know.
Really workout music.
Yeah. I don't think I ever listened to country for a workout or before a game.
No.
It just doesn't get me pumped up. It doesn't get me mood. Like, oh, I'm gonna go lift heavy weight to country music. I'm like, no.
Yeah, right. We always hear about these big booty mixes.
Oh, those are
great. Those are
the
good.
Big booty are good. That's what I listen to during workouts.
Yeah,
those are good workouts. And right before you go out on the ice, like lighten up the mood a little bit, so you're not so serious you can't play the game.
That'll get you going. Big booty. 1951.
Okay. Who would you guys say? Who would you guys say your favorite sports franchise is? Doesn't have to be hockey.
I'd probably say, I'm a huge Caps fan. Like, that's my favorite team. Like, football, I really don't have a team. Football, it's got to be my fantasy team. I'd probably say my fantasy team's my favorite sports. But if not, I go with the Caps, like 100%. I've grown up a Caps fan all my life, and that's been my favorite team.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the 97 Red Wings when they had ice and stuff, so.
Okay.
Right on. That's a good one. We had
and everything. Pulls out the year and everything.
We ended up Yeah, that's awesome. We had Darren McCarty on from that team and Drapes, and they're both beauties off that team.
Well, I got a lot of Fedorov signatures and everything. So
oh, cool.
Definitely like the Russian 5 and everything. Like probably my franchise. So
was he the one with the white skates? He was,
Yes,
right?
he was.
White skates. Yeah.
I've used white Nike Bauer skates.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
And the
right.
gloves,
I had a pair of those when I was a kid. Yeah. Geez.
Hey,
hit him with the dollar bill one before you go.
Okay. Hey guys, if there's $100 bill, bottom of a toilet, $20 bill on the counter, which one are you going for? And this is an NHL draft. This is an NHL draft question you guys will get.
Oh, I'm going for the $100 bill for sure.
Yeah.
$100 bill. My gas, it's expensive.
Yeah. Good answer, guys, because that's what the scouts want to hear. You're willing to get your hands dirty.
Exactly. Like, who cares? I mean, wash them off. You're good. I mean, they'll be good eventually. I'm taking $100. Like you said, gas is way too expensive now.
Yeah. You grab it, you wash it off a little bit, you put it up the air dry, you're good.
Yeah,
that's right.
And if you get that question, even a smarter answer is you take both.
Oh yeah. When you're walking out, like I'm like, I'll look that way, peek the 20.
Yeah, it's funny because we can't $100. They don't even take it at the gas stations down here. We're only allowed to put $40 in right now. No joke. They limited us out because of the floods. It's terrible out here right now.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Here in Niagara, I spend $130 on gas to fill up my truck.
Yeah. All right, that is.
You're used to cheap American gas.
Yeah. No, it's gotten pretty expensive there too. So.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it cost me $80 today to fill up my tank. It was. I think that's ridiculous, but I guess $100. That's crazy though. That is nuts.
Yeah. Vancouver's like the most expensive place to live. Our gas prices are nuts. They're everything. Our provincial taxes are crazy.
Here in Niagara, it's like $3 something for a liter.
Yeah.
Per liter.
Wow.
What?
That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, fellas, I just want to thank both of you very much for taking the time for us. And you obviously know we're big fans of you guys, and we know you guys are going far in hockey, and you have fans in us for life, and we appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on. I liked the questions. They were funny. I had a good time, so I appreciate it. I'd love to do it again.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's really been a good time. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, perfect. We'd love to have you guys on back down the road one day too. So